Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the National Dirt Racing Association Super Late Model Series. Charlotte, the scene of the action tonight. First time for these guys on the network. Be sure to say hello in chat. We can see you. Hello, Mr. Eston. Appreciate you jumping in here. The NDRA guys gave me a holler yesterday, wanted to see if we could cover their shows for them for the next few weeks, and we didn't have anything going on this early on a Sunday, so we thought we'd give it a shot. Hope everybody enjoys seeing the Super Lates on the network. Don't believe that we've had them on our network in the past, so something new and exciting for us. Just a handful of cars in here for this one. Kind of on the fence about how new the league is. I didn't ask enough questions, I guess, but expect these guys to put a couple of heat races out here, put on a pretty good show. Got 40 laps for their feature this evening. Should be a pretty quick one. They got a couple of minutes of practice left. Then I think they're going to get right on to it. Starting next week will be 2 shows on Sunday, 2 shows on Monday, a show on Tuesday, show on Wednesday, show on Thursday. So as real racing seasons in the dirt start to wind down, things will pick up in the sim world. You'll get to see plenty of it right here. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, Dirt Slingers. Monday Night Thunder, 360 series presented by Tim's Sims. Guys are going to start out at Lanier and then move on to Kokomo for race number 2. They're getting into the latter portion, of their season, so believe this is week number 10 coming up for them. We'll have KR Stolfus on the call tomorrow night here in the booth. Tuesday night, Sim 500 guys back in action in the 360s. Wednesday night is the Wednesday Warrior Ump Modified Series for the Dirt Slingers. And then Thursday, as always, the Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaws with the Dirt Slingers. Next Sunday night, we'll have the NDRA guys here at the same time, about 5:20 Eastern. And then we will move on to the Hales Corner Sim Racing Series. Those guys with a double show. They do street stocks first and then pro late models in back-to-back shows, so technically 3 shows every Sunday starting next week. About the only thing we're not doing on here is wingless cars and midgets, and that's just because we don't have the time slots, I suppose. But appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Do not forget to say hi in the chat. I see my buddy Scott King in here. Tim Nichols in the house. Like, shares, and follows if you're over on YouTube or Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you are on any of the Facebook pages, please come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow that. Nearing the 10,000 followers mark. Very, very close to 10,000. Just about a minute for these guys in here. Looks like 10 cars are going to show up for tonight, so it's going to be a pretty easy one. Probably have a couple of heat races straight to our feature. Maybe a little warm-up in between, give these guys a chance to get some final tweaks in before we go to that big 40-lap feature. We'll try to talk to our top 3 at the end of the night. Either way, about 30 seconds. We're going to go ahead and kick off our pre-race ceremonies. So our invocation and the national anthem forthcoming.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, as always, a big thank you to the Foley boys for our invocation and our national anthem. Qualifying underway. Right now, Josh Kunzbeck on top, 15.687 seconds. Hunter Parsons, 15.766 seconds in second. Good gap back to the rest of the field, about 0.8 of a second, about 2.8 of a second, 18 seconds for Carden Cochran. Now moving up to 15.997. He gets bumped by Trevor Frank at 15.964. So that's your top four right now. Still waiting on more cars to take time. As soon as these guys done with qualifying, they get ready to line up for their heat races. We will go through and start showing you all of our drivers. Group qualifying, small groups of cars headed out. Still Kunzbeck, Parsons, Frank, Cochran. Stephen Brady on track, the 00 car. He is currently 5th in the order, but his time will improve right here. 15.881 seconds. 15.876 officially. It looked like 881 on his unofficial transponder time. But the next time around, not better. So 15.876 moves him to third. William Racine, 16.013, keeps him in sixth. Zellner and Gardner, the next two out on track. The one car of Gavin Gardner. Way out of shape, 3 and 4. This lap, a throwaway lap. Keep our eyes here on the one car. Out of 3 and 4 this time. 15.906. Gabe Zellner. 16.149. So Gardner, first lap quicker. Same for Zellner. Zellner, basically the same time, he ran a 151 on his second of the two qualifying laps. That is going to leave 54 car here of Chris Jones. Do not see Daniel Adam in the server right now. So it looks like maybe only 9 cars taking time. Green flag out on the 54 machine, his first officially timed lap right here out of turn 4, and he is running way wide. 16.055, good enough for 8th on the speed chart. See if it can improve right here out of 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag qualifying session has come to an end. 16.025 keeps him in the same spot. That does improve his time. It's still 8th. So do not see the 75 car of Daniel Adam. All the drivers back on the track. Looks like they're going to work in a little bit more. Try to work some moisture up and out of this track. Not sure how long they will go into the practice session, but probably 2 heat races, as I said before. Maybe another quick warm-up session and then on to the feature. Hunter Parsons taking the 0P car straight into the infield out of turn 4. There's Carden Cochran here in the 3 car. Just waiting for race control to clear the track so we can get heat races underway. Chris Jones in the 54 car. Trevor Frank in the 21. A little bit of right side damage on that car here. All right, practice session over. Time for heat racing. We'll wait for the official lineups for heat races. It looks like we are going to just have the one heat race, big field, everybody out there in their qualifying order. And then we'll get ready to go to their feature. Once we are done with qualifying, let's run down the Gamdel starting lineup. On the pole, the Sam's Vending, number 11. From DeLand, Florida, Joshua Kinsbeck. On the outside of him, the 0P. That's a DCR machine. It's Hunter Parsons. Row 2 on the inside, the Henry Trucking. Number 00 from Newport, Tennessee, Stephen Brady. And on the outside of him, the Swindell Speed Labs, number 18 from Ormond Beach, Florida, Gavin Gardner. The third row on the inside, the 21 car of Trevor Frank, and on the outside of him, the Dependable Security, Cochran Boys Racing, number 3 from Ringgold, Georgia, Carden Cochran. Row 4 on the inside, 10 car of William Racine, and on the outside of him in the 54, Chris Jones. Row 5 on the inside, Gabe Zellner. It's the 69 car, not the 88 as it shows here. And to his outside, the Evolution Tricks Premier DAR number 75 from Hillsborough, North Carolina, Daniel Adam. '75 car actually not on the track. Was in the server, but did not qualify and does not look like he's coming out for the heat race. So a heat race and then a short warm-up session and straight to our feature after that. So we'll get ready to go green out of turn 4 this time. Kunzbeck and Parsons bringing us to it. Green flag is out, racing underway. Almost a little stack up. Row 3 tried to get just a little bit antsy there. Oh, Kunzbeck into the tires on the inside. And that is going to be a quick caution. Left front of that car already heavily damaged. Down to the inside. Yep, just hung the left front a little bit too close. And those implement tires will tend to jump out and grab you. It doesn't take us long to find the first yellow laundry. He'll take that 11 car in, try to pull out all the bent parts, and roll him back out. He'll join the back of the field. That'll turn things over to Hunter Parson up front. Stephen Brady behind him. Gavin Gardner, Trevor Frank, Carden Cochran, William Racine, Chris Jones, Gabe Zellner, and Josh Kunzbeck back in the back. So still 7 laps. Once they go back to green, which we should get right here. The lights should go off on our pace truck. They do, and it'll be time to go back racing. All right, back to double file for the restart. Move the 11 car. Tail end Charlie. This time Parsons and Brady on the front row. Going to come through turn 4. Going to wait for that flag man to show them the green. Oh, little bump from behind. He was ready to go. Gardner was. That's going to stack him up and cost him at least 1 spot heading down through there. But Parsons off the top side has the lead down the backstretch. Brady second. Gardner was battling for third. He was 3 wide. Cochran in the middle. Cochran was on the bottom. Gardner was in the middle. It looks like Trevor Frank is going to go 2 for 1 out of turn 4, and he goes all the way from 4th to 2nd. Brady falls to 3rd, and now Gardner hanging on to 4th. Cochran on the outside of Jones right there. That is going to be settled at the line with 5 to go. Move Cochran into 5th. Brady's car way out of shape again. He's going to be in a challenge. We have caution in behind the field. 54 and the 69 getting together back here. That is Zellner and Jones. Looks like off the corner. Yeah, looks like maybe Zellner up a little, Jones down a little. They can make a little contact, and the next thing you know, both cars sideways in the infield. And caution time once again. So a little sheet metal trading colors here in our heat race. Parsons, Frank, Brady, Gardner, Cochran, Kunzbeck, Racine, Jones, Zellner in that order. Pole sitter all the way back up to 6. He's going to have 4 more laps to try to pick up a few spots. It looks like we're going to stay single file. Get ready to restart again out of turn 4. 4 laps to go. Parsons on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Cars jockeying for position back here about 4th, 5th, and 6th. Brady, the 00, still holding on to 3rd. A good move from Gardner. Wasn't able to hang on to the spot, and he's got company on the outside. Card and Cochran in that 3C car. Not going to get there. They were almost 3 wide. Here comes the 11 of Kunzbeck. Back around to the inside. He takes over 4th. Now finds a little fence down the back stretch and puts himself 3 wide again with Cochran and Gardner. Slide job from Cochran right through the middle thread, and the needle goes Kunzbeck. Put him back to 4th one more time in turn 2. Can he hang on to it this time down the back stretch? No, but they've put Gardner in the rear view now. As Cochran's slider once again. He's got the spot. White flag in the air. Parsons and Frank out in front of this one. Not going to watch them. We're going to watch this side-by-side battle for 4th right here. Parsons out of 4 gets the checks first. Frank is 2nd. Stephen Brady's going to be 3rd. Who's it going to be for 4th? Cochran by half a car over Kunzbeck. Then Gardner, Jones, Zellner, and Racine in that order. So, right on to the warm-up session. See how long these guys are going to go. But while we wait for them to decide, we want you guys to check this out. About halfway through the warm-up session. Just watching cars take laps here. '11 car of Josh Kunzbeck. Guys are ready to go forward, advancing the session, getting ready to go 40 laps for our feature race. We will get ready to get down here at 4. Our starting lineup. On the pole, the 0P of Hunter Parsons, and on his outside in the ballpark, Franks. Number 21, Trevor Franks. Row 2, inside, the 00, Stephen Brady. On his outside, Carden Cochran, the 3C. Third row, inside, will be Josh Kunzbeck in the 11 car. On the outside of him will be the 1 car of Gavin Gardner. Row 4, the inside, 54, Chris Jones. The outside, the 69 of Gabe Gladfelter. Or Gabe, I don't even know where I got that. Gabe Zellner. William Racine will start the 10 car on the inside of the 5th row. We will not have the 75 car of Daniel Adam. We will have 40 green flag laps of racing. Lights off on the pace truck. We are ready to go green this time out of turn number 4. Parson, Frank, the front row. Just waiting for Hunter Parsons to find the loud pedal. Green flag in the air. We are racing to the outside. Trevor Frank got a great start. He had the lead at the line, but he does not have it coming out of turn 2. Parsons able to find some grip on the bottom and surge ahead. Brady currently in third, but he's got company down the inside, the 11 car of Josh Kunzbeck. She tried to make a move for second. Brady not able to do anything with Frank yet. And caution way at the back. Looks like the 1 car, Gavin Gardner. He skirted the tires in 1 and 2. Car was a little out of shape. He come down right in front of the 54 car of Chris Jones. Didn't leave Jones much of a choice there but to get into the left rear. So Parsons, Frank, Kunzbeck, Brady, Cochran, Zellner, Jones, Racine, Gardner in that order. Mr. Quinn, I cannot help you out with that. If he's watching, I'm sure he will see that. All right, lights off on the pace truck again. A double up for the restart. This time, Parsons will have Brady on his outside down here. Turns 3 and 4. Still 35 laps to go. Green flag back in the air, and that time the outside line dead asleep. Brady is going to drop back to about 5th through 1 and 2. Gets the car out of shape, make it 6th, make it 7th. As he is going to fall from outside the front row, 2nd position, all the way to 7th before we completed a lap. Parsons still out in front. Frank in 2nd. Cochran runs 3rd. Jones 4th. Gardner, and then Kunzbeck. The 11 car had to check up a little bit for that 00 when he got out of shape, and he didn't make any progress forward himself. Now riding the right rear against the outside fence through turns 3 and 4. He secures 5th. Ahead of a battle for 6th between Gardner, Zellner, and Racine. Racine, the 35 car, the black and green car with the white numbers here, hanging on to the 6th spot. I see a car in the infield. That is going to be the 00 of Stephen Brady. Not sure what happened to him. He is tore up across the back of that car, and he is going to get it back out, and we're going to stay green. But right now, Hunter Parsons having his way with these guys. He is out to 3/4 of a second and growing in the lead. The battle's going to be for second right here. Cochran on the inside, Frank on the outside. Staying door to door, wheel to wheel right here. That time a good run down into turn 3 for Cochran, and he pulls ahead. He's going to secure second over Frank. Kunzbeck up to fourth now. He's battling hard with Chris Jones, the 54 car. Those two staying side by side. Jones with a big run down the backstretch on the outside. Top side, you can keep that car wound up pretty good and get a little bit extra speed at the end of the straightaways. But the shorter way around on the bottom, keeping Kunzbeck in it. Now Kunzbeck surged. Oh, come up the hill. Big contact between he and Jones. Now that's going to allow Kunzbeck to fly ahead right here. He is up to fourth. Jones now in a battle with Racine for fifth. Side by side with those two. No more paint trading. Parsons 1.2 seconds now out in front of Cochran. Cochran not free of the 21 of Franks just yet. Take it right here with Trevor Frank. Right up on the top sign, you can see Cochran's car. Oh, clips the wall a little there. Didn't seem to slow him down a ton. That or Cochran got a bad run off the bottom. Get a look out that left front suspension so we can see what's going on with this down here. See if we can see that 3 car. It looks like he's gotten pretty much around him. Door-to-door battle there, coming up on the halfway point. About a lap and a half here now, about a full lap. There's your leader out of turn 4, carrying the left front up off the corner. He's going to start getting into lap traffic if this stays green. Hanging the left front up off about 1.5 feet in the air when he's coming off the corner right here. There's your halfway. Won't be long, and the 0 car is going to be in traffic. Got Brady and Gardner in front of him. There you see Gardner. Brady just barely in front of that. Parsons now in the same set of corners. He's hanging that left front up off the ground and right against the grass when he's in the middle of the corner right here. That time looks like maybe he barely touched that infield tire. Brady finds the wall down the back stretch. That allows Gardner to go by, who immediately finds the fence again. Cars sideways. Caution.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
We watched it happen live. You can see they're going to come out of 2. Brady's going to clip the wall a little right there. That let Gardner get by, and that brings your leader into the fray right here. But then Gardner finds the outside fence. And Brady finds his left rear with the right front. Everybody missed Gardner. He was able to sit dead still, spin the car around and get it going. So break in the action. As your leader was in heavy traffic. But it's Parson, Frank, Cochran, Kunzbeck, Racine, Zellner, Jones, Gardner, and Brady in that order. 15 laps to go when we go back to green. From his shared stream. Well, he's definitely going to see that there, Mr. Quinn. Hope you guys have a good relationship. Come into the chat, tell the guy leading the race not to suck. All right, green this time out of 4. Parsons, Frank. Same as the initial start. We'll see if Frank gets the better of him here. Doesn't this time. Parsons on the throttle, and he's going to hang on to the lead. Good start for these guys. Not too much separating. You watch the 11 car around the top. That is Kunzbeck in that 11 car. Fast in both practice sessions. Got himself in some trouble in the heat race. Now it's 3 wide for the lead. Frank around the top. Parsons in the middle. Cochran was on the bottom. Now Frank surges ahead. New leader, first time in the race. Trevor Franks to the front. Parsons settling into second. A good battle shaping up for third. Kunzbeck to the top. Cochran in the middle. Racing down on the bottom. Big move from Parsons that time. Slider through 1 and 2. Wasn't able to hang on to the spot. 4-way battle for the front of the field. Parsons down to the bottom. Does he have enough to get the spot back from Frank? Not that time. Still rolling the bottom in the 0 car. The 21 hanging the rear right against the fence. Oh, contact. Cochran. Kunzbeck that time. Top 5 now. Within about 10 car lengths. First and second still going at it. We're inside 10 to go right now. 9.5. Hey, make it just about 9 laps to go here. Now 8 to go. Good slide job battle at the front. Parsons, Frank, back and forth. That time Frank had a good run. Had to check the car up as it started to go towards the outside wall. Off of 2. And he's going to have to fight back again as Parsons throws the slider in 3 and 4. Keep Frank in the lead at the line. A little shorter slider this time. Drive off the corner a little bit better for the 21. Going to make him the 0 work for it now. Here comes Kunzbeck. He's in the middle of this. That time Parsons gets the best of the slide job battle. Tries to close off the front. Moves him up the hill. A little bit of fence. A little bit of contact. Trevor Frank gets the car righted, but he's out of the front 3. He's back to 6. Now the battle's going to start to shape up. If Parsons can't maintain over Kunzbeck as the 11 car is there with 5 to go. Cochran still hanging on to third. 4 to go now. Battle heating up for third. Here comes Chris Jones. Moves across the nose of the 3. Oh, down into 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there. 54 car tried to slam the door on the 3. Knew that was coming. Here's a battle for the front. Kunzbeck got a great run through the middle of 1 and 2. Now pulls alongside. Coming down to 2 to go. Slide jobs into 3 and 4. Both cars up the hill. Parsons clips the fence. A new leader. The 11 car, Josh Kunzbeck, takes it at 2 to go. He's got the lead away from Parsons. Chris Jones is in third. Kunzbeck out of the top side of turn 4. White flag one more time around. Parsons with the big slider. Got it there. He made Kunzbeck check up. That brings Jones back into the show. Now the contact between Kunzbeck and Jones. Here they come out of 4. Hunter Parsons going to hang on for the win. Kunzbeck is second. Chris Jones in third.
Both of you over.
You can get the guys to bring them around on the front and park them for me.
Racing.
Sorry, guys. Sorry you guys had to hear some of that, but I forgot to tell them to bring them around the front stretch and have them park them up for interviews here. We'll see our top 3. We'll see a little bit of frustration maybe from the 21 car. Well, let's Let's talk to third place first here. Maybe he doesn't have anything ill to say. We'll try that. See what happens. Let's grab Mr. Jones. Chris Jones, you got a copy?
Yes, you do. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Well, you come home third here, and it looked like towards the end of this thing, things got a little bit physical, and you were able to prevail and get on the podium, man. Talk to us about that feature, especially those last 5 laps.
The last few laps, I don't know what was going on. I got lucky. People were wrecking. I could have got first, because first and second got into each other on the last lap, or the second last lap. I got spun around, or almost spun as well. It's a bit of a mess, but finished where I finished. I'll take third.
Yeah, not a huge field today, but a lot of really good racing. We have not covered this series before. I don't know how long you've been racing with these guys, but they race hard every lap, don't they?
They sure do. There was wrecking. It was tight. It was close. It was quick. This is my first day with them. Literally my first race with them. So.
Well, still a fantastic. Still a great run, man. Third place finish is nothing to hang your head about, man. Who helps you get it done every week, and we'll let you celebrate a great run.
Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, my team. Works Graphics. Who else we got on here? Goyette Trucking. And I don't know who else is on my car.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you chatting with us, man. Great run. We look forward to seeing you next week, buddy.
Cheers. Take it easy.
Third place, Chris Jones. Let's go check with Mr. Kunzbeck. I know he is around.
No, I'm not.
Joshua, you there?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. A rough go of it in the heat race. Catch the tractor tire on the very first lap. You have to start deep in the feature, but you got up there and battled for the win, man. Talk to us about this race, especially those last 5 laps.
Yeah, it was a good race. Heat race, I knew I wasn't going to be that good. I didn't do that much setup adjustment, and I didn't mean to hit tractor tire, that's for sure, but started deep in the field. I don't know, I was just being smart. I knew we had a long race, and I knew the car was good, pretty maneuverable, so I was just passing race cars, got to the front, and the leaders tangled, and I was just doing everything I could to hang on to it, and pretty much straight for the most part. Got to the 21 a little bit there, but just ran the leaders down and just raced hard. Just ran out of time, I think. I don't know.
Well, hard racing, and I talked to Chris about it. I said, man, you guys go hard every single solitary lap, and it looked like a lot of bent fenders and a lot of trading paint there. You come out pretty good on the deal, running second. Who you got shout-outs and thank yous for before we let you get out of here?
Definitely shout out to them Diet Water boys. Those are my dogs. Arden helped me with setup. I don't know, Chris, he's good to race with. Raced me clean all race, was talking to me pretty much the whole race, just talking about things that would be fast and what wouldn't be fast, and he definitely helped me out there, and very thankful for that. And definitely Sam's Vending, because that's my mom, and she pays for this junk, so can't thank her enough.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you chatting with us, and we look forward to talking to you in the future.
Sir, thank you.
Joshua Huntsbeck. Let us move on to Hunter Parsons.
Yeah.
Hunter Parsons, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. Well, you led early, and then some guys got around you kind of in the middle of this thing with about 15 to go. But you battled back and pick up the win. The last 5 laps for sure. Let's talk about that. But early in this thing, man, you started to get into traffic. And you were running away from these guys. That caution kind of put a damper on the fun, didn't it?
Yeah, I definitely didn't like to see the caution. As you know, pulling away felt pretty comfortable. So even if there was a yellow, I feel like I was pretty confident in what I had and probably could have been able to just stay up front.
Well, still a great run. The last 5 laps there, a whole lot of paint getting traded, a whole lot of fenders getting bent. Man, tell us how insane that was.
Yeah, that was a good one. I hope it put on a good racing for anyone who is watching. But I'm buddies with the 21, so trade back and forth with him is pretty cool. Really wanted to just try and be able to set myself up to be able to throw a slider or to throw the slider into 3 and 4 on the last lap if that's what it came down to. And made some contact early on trying to block a slider and just kind of collected up everyone and opened the door for Josh to come in. So was able to at least try and sneak it back in for the last lap slider on him.
Well, still a great run, man. You pick up the win here. Tell us who you got on the car with you, and we'll let you go celebrate a big victory.
DCR, Davin Cardwell Racing, for sending setups and helping me out and racing with me. 101 Designs made the car. A bunch of us in that Discord run together pretty much daily, running some pretty tough races and making each other better every day. And I Race for Funds, our personal page, iRacing League. We are going to be starting up in 2 weeks, so be sure to look at iRace for Funds on Facebook.
All right, man. Well, if you hang out with Cardwell, you need better friends, man. I'm just saying.
Be sure to tell him.
Yeah, Devin won a lot of races, been on the network quite a bit, man. It was always fun watching him. I think he came from dead last in one and picked up a win one night. But great run for you, man. We appreciate chatting with you. You taking the time to come in and give us a good interview. We look forward to seeing you next week in this thing, bud.
Yep.
All right, your winner right there, Hunter Parsons. Let's look at the official standings. Parsons wins it. Kunspek was second. Jones third. Cochran comes home fourth. Frank in fifth. Gavin Gardner sixth. Racine was seventh. Zellner eighth. Brady ninth. And we're going to score Adams as 10th, even though he did not complete a lap. For the first time out with these guys, fun to watch the show, man. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll be back with them next week, same time, 5:15 Eastern. For myself, KR Stolfus here at the Dirt Racing Network. Guys, we appreciate your time. You could tune in anywhere else, but you choose to tune in with us, and we really do appreciate that. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night. Until we see you the next time, keep it dirty, everybody.